The brick here that you see is the outline of the house is John Henry. The John Henry addition right here, and over to the right is the addition that Mrs. Harrison added to it. And this is where the hallway would have been. I'm going to take you over to the other side of the house. And Elvira had an orangery, a greenhouse, and we didn't know where it was until a few years ago when we got ready to install our geothermal furnace, and they started digging a place to put the pipes and found the cobblestones, and they excavated it all the way. It comes all the way up to this point, and then they covered it up and left just that part so we could see. She had lemon trees and flowers, and they could look out of the chamber window into the greenhouse, and it was built sometime after 1836. And for years we never could get any grass to grow in this walk around here, and when they got ready, when they did the excavating, they found that there's cobblestones under that too, so that's the reason for that, not being able to grow it. If you go down this way, you can get a good view of the Stanton River Valley. When Pastor Henry was here, all of the crops were grown down on the river. He had 200 acres down there, rich sandy loam could be grown without having to use much fertilizer, which wasn't available in those days. Up here would have been used just for grazing and that sort of thing. He had cattle, sheep, and goats and hogs, and he raised his tobacco down there, and any gardens or any of the foodstuffs would have been raised down there. If you look over to your right, there is a little high spot. The ground is a little bit higher than it is in other places, and Henry had a watchtower there, which was probably just 10 or 12 feet tall, and he could stand on that tower and shout instructions to his servants down in the valley below. The first time I heard that story, I thought it couldn't be true, but there are days here when your voice will just carry forever, and then other days when the sound is dead. But we had two students here who were working one summer, and they tried it. One of them stood up here, one went down at the bottom, and they could hear each other.